Grand Rising, beautiful, beautiful people. Happy whatever day it is. Know that it is a day that you should declare that you are well, that all is well, that all in you and surrounding you is well, okay? And ask them, can't they tell? You better smile. You better embrace that lovely energy that you was given by birth with, to create the most powerful energy, and that is love. Let me remind you, when everything in life seems to change and rearrange and the author of confusion continue to remain, know that God never changes, yet he remains the same, and you will continue to be a conqueror through Christ, who will continue to strengthen you and lift you. But you gotta be faithful. You have to be faithful. You have to be truth. You have to be true. You have to be true. You know why? Because then you won't know what to do. You're going to mess with the faker. You can't rate her. You can't rate him. You can't rate them, because they are sinking. They are sinking. They are drowning in their filthiness. Okay? Be not conformed to this world, yet ye be transformed with the renewing of your mind. How can you renew your mind when every time you are clinging to the voice and the urges and desires of iniquity? You are basically clinging to sin. What is sin? The plot of the enemy. Any negativity, it's in the vibrations, it's in the songs, it is in, the environment. It's in the things that we eat. That changes our identity. Yes. So I remember when I was going to PS 129 in Harlem, right? I had this teacher, a 5th grade teacher, I believe. Oh my gosh, I don't remember his name, but he was one of my favorite teachers. That's my second favorite teacher in that school, actually. PS 129. It's so funny how the numbers in life just continue to follow us and remind us that, hey, God is faithful and true, and he already on top of what to do. He said he knew us before we was in the womb. So certain things that are happening is not a surprise to God. It is not a surprise to God. It is not a surprise to your maker. It is going to be a surprise to the faker who tries to basically conceal your identity by hiding the fact that you were given the victory by birth. Back to the PE teacher, or he's a PE teacher as well as teacher, I forget what, like an after school program. He was really one of those teachers, you know what I'm saying, that was in tune not only with life but in tune with God. Of course, if you have to be in tune with life, you must be in tune with the natural source of life that basically aligns it all, okay, that gives birth to it all. So I remember, like I said, he was religious as well, or spiritual. Let's say that he was spiritual. I have no idea whether he was a religious or not, but he was spiritual, and his spirit touched the spirit of others. It touched the spirit of me to the point where, of course, I'm still talking about him till this day. I'm talking about a 5th grade teacher. 5, the number of change. Intriguing. Anywho, so I remember we was, having after school programs, and so I had to change my outfit for something more comfortable, because baby girl, that turtleneck was like baby. So back to the story, right? So the reason why I remembered him is because he was so inspirational. Certain people that you encounter is going to touch your spirit, because God speaks through us through spirit. Now more than ever. So don't play with it. Don't play with it. Don't play with it. And as I'm telling you about this number from the beginning and to the end, there are certain numbers that travel with you that you might want to get in tune with, okay? I'm talking about 5th grade. That's the number of change. I'm talking about in 2023, we walking a 555. That's the number of change, okay? God never changes. He always remained the same. Thank God God, the creator, is not a respecter of persons. So there is nothing that you can do. There is nothing that I can do that basically, influence him to love us more, to love us less, because God is not man. He is not flesh. He is not weak. He is not undisciplined or none of that stuff that y'all out here like bickering about. So back to the teacher, like this song that I will never forget. It's like do 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 do. We live in a dream. If you really think everything's all right, this world is in need, crying out to be free. You better shed some light, teach the world to smile, and angels sing. Feel the breath of God and the power it brings. It's time to come together, you and I, and share the love of Jesus Christ. We can make a difference. We can make a change. We can make the sun shine through the rain. We can make a difference and we can make a change. Change your mind, save your life. On what? On 10. On God. Again and again, and the beginning until the end, okay? What am I actually doing? You know, what am I doing when I should be working? This is work for me. And it's not only work for me, it is fulfilling to me that you get to know your Father, that you get to know your Savior, that you get to know the Creator of all things before you get too familiar with the author of confusion, because he is in the midst, he is in and have many in a grip, you know. And the only way you can change it is by having that relationship. So if I got to come on here and I got to put on several voices and I got to change a couple times, my word will not change. It will remain the same concerning the great I am, concerning the beginning, okay, and the end, concerning the Alpha and the Omega, okay? Fret not thyself because of evil and wicked and unjust men and women, okay? They're not going anywhere. Who would you be without wicked people? How would you know good, okay? How would you properly be tested if certain things were taken out of the equation? Every day is a test. And every day, many are failing by the things they're doing, by the things they're saying, by the vibration they're attracting and basically subtracting. Because trust me, many are draining, and you should know who they are. I tell my children all the time, watch what they say and watch what they do. Because listen, it is not hard to know who the enemies, your enemies are, as you are walking to and fro in this realm, okay? All this wake up. I mean, once your eyes are open and I'm talking to you and we're facing eye to eye, yet your mind does not grasp the concept that the Spirit of God can't be true or with you if you continue to be a disgrace. Without a trace, continue to erase that you were already born in His grace. Yet you continue to give your energy off to entities. It's not a conspiracy. You love the draining. You love the erasing to the point where you don't even know, to the point where it don't even show. But that's how it goes, right? When you are in tune with life, when you are in tune with God, you're able to decipher, you're able to have discernment. And if you want some discernment, you can always come back to the well and make sure you choose well. Choose your will well. Choose your will well, because only you will suffer, darling. What you reap is what you sow. Don't be surprised in what you harvest.